The objective of this lesson is to add multi-digit whole numbers using the standard algorithm with sums to 1 million. We will also apply mathematics to real-world situations. This is an extension of a previous lesson where students learned how to add multi-digit whole numbers with sums to 9,999. Let's look at the vocabulary. Addend, any number being added. For example, in the equation 5 plus 3 plus 2 equals 10, the 5, 3, and 2 are the addends, and the 10 is the sum. One of the most difficult steps for the students is the process of lining the digits up before adding, especially in large numbers. They may tend to line up the digits on the left instead of the right, or not line them up at all. Let's use lined paper turned on its side to make columns to keep the place values straight. Only one digit goes in each column, and each column represents a different place value. When a sum is 2 or more digits, like the number 10, each digit has to be written in a different column. For example, if there are 13 ones, it equals 1 10 and 3 ones. So the 110 would have to go in the tens place, and the 3 would go in the ones place. Let's review using the problem 338 plus 275. Notice how the ones, the tens, and the hundreds are lined up, so the ones are in the ones place, the tens are in the tens place, and the hundreds are in the hundreds place. We start adding from the smallest place, which is the ones. 8 plus 5 equals 13, which is 1 10 and 3 ones. The 10 will be represented by a 1 in the tens place, and the 3 will be in the ones place. Now let's add the tens column. We can quickly notice that 30 plus 70 equals 100, and 110 makes 110. Or we could have combined the 10 and 30 first, which equals 40, and 40 plus 70 equals 110. Either way, 110 is the answer, which is 100 and 110. Let's put the 100 in the hundreds column and the 110 in the tens column. Now the hundreds column can be added. We have 100 plus 300 plus 200 equals 600. So place the 6 in the hundreds column. The answer is 613. Let's try a problem in the context of a situation that may be encountered in real life. In 1990, Park City, Utah had a population of 4,556 residents. By 2012, the population had increased by 3,317. What was the population in 2012? How can this problem be solved? What numbers will be needed to use in our equation? The years 1990 and 2012 are not important to the amount the population increased, so that won't be part of the equation. The population started at 4,556 and increased by 3,317. So we better add those two numbers together to find the total population. It's always a good idea to estimate what the answer will be so we can tell if the answer is reasonable. If the numbers are rounded to the nearest thousand, we can think of 4,556 as being closer to 5,000 and 3,317 as being closer to 3,000. We know that 5,000 plus 3,000 is 8,000, so the answer should be close to 8,000. The population began at 4,556, then we will add 3,317 to find the total. And we're ready to begin with the ones place first. 6 plus 7 is 13, which is 1 10 and 3 ones. Place the 1 in the tens column and the 3 in the ones column. Then adding the tens, we can combine the ones to get 2, then add 2 plus 5 to get 7 tens. There is no need to regroup here, just write 7 in the tens place. Now add the hundreds. 500 plus 300 equals 800, so we'll put 8 in the hundreds place. Now 4,000 plus 3,000 equals 7,000, so we'll put 7 in the thousands place. At this point, we have the answer 7,873, and we'll place the comma between the thousands and the hundreds. Park City's population in 2012 was 7,873. Let's look back at the estimate. We estimated the answer to be around 8,000, and 7,873 is pretty close to 8,000, so the answer is reasonable. The objective of this lesson was to add multi-digit whole numbers using the standard algorithm with sums to 1,000,000. The mathematics was also applied to the real world. We met this objective by investigating a real-life problem using the standard algorithm to find the solution.